everybody.
Hey everyone, I'm Dean.
I'm Michael.
And we are the Dean and Michael Show, also known as
The DaM Show. So welcome back, everybody. Thank you for coming back to our channel. We hope you are subscribers. If not, and you're new to us, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, you can click somewhere or see scrolling. Yeah, I don't know.
I know we will. But we're glad to have you guys back. So today we want to talk about a little bit of travel. Again, we've mentioned that we do travel for a living a majority of the time, and we've seen some pretty amazing things, and we've got to experience it with a lot of friends and made new friends around the world. But we end up collecting a lot of different things.
We do collect a lot of things. And we also want to welcome our friend Tom Torso, who's helping us with social distancing.
What is Tom wearing? I like this shirt, though.
It's vintage Esprit, if anyone knows. I mean, Esprit is still out there, but this is the Esprit I remember from the 1980s.
It's cool.
You know, it's vintage, and you know, we just thought, you know, he needed to have a happy look today.
Dean, didn't you wear this not too long ago?
I did. I wore it to an 80s night.
I might have a photo of that.
Yeah. And then we've got our social distance shower curtain.
And we also have our, of course, our hand sanitizer. We still have our hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Somewhere here. All right. So, like we mentioned, we like to collect things. So today we're going to be talking about collections, small collections. We're not going to get too deep because forget it.
And these are things that just evoke memories. It's just something that you come across. And I think sometimes collections are a happy accident. Right. Sometimes you don't go in saying, I need to collect these, but sometimes it just
manifests.
Yeah, it happens. It's in you're in a place, it's in a time. I think it's like, I know when Michael and I have traveled on trips, and sometimes we do separate assignments, but you know, it's just one of those things that you just stop, you know, walking back to the front desk and turning in the keys. But I started keeping them because then they were great memories of, you know, staying at Yellowstone, staying at a Fairmont, staying at a Ritz-Carlton.
At the Disneyland Hotel. Who would have guessed that?
I know.
That's pretty amazing.
Some of these have great graphics. And then, of course, here's our fishbowl of pens. I mean, you know, we always need a pen. Sometimes I stop buying pens as souvenirs.
I've got to stop buying pens. So let's tell you, let me say this. Me and Dean's collection of cards are kind of rivaling each other, of like hotel room cards, because he's right. The graphics
it's like a
are
stack,
really great.
like as high as Tom Torso.
And pens. I am still cleaning my closet and my garage, and I'm coming across all these pens from all around the world, and it's pretty amazing.
Some pens are really nice, and some of them are, you know,
some of them just kind of fall apart. Do you know in Costa Rica there was a hotel that we went to, and they gave us paper pens, and it was really neat because it was all made of recycled paper, and they were great to use. But Dean, what do you collect though when you go on a trip somewhere? What do you like say, I have to buy this?
Well, ta-da!
Oh, okay. Is that a flag or you happy to see the audience?
We're out here. No, I think this was just a fun thing. You know, you'd always see a tour guide or tour director, you know, they're always leading their groups with a little flag. And maybe because I was involved with marching band and color guard.
Oh, that's right, you were.
Yeah, but I started collecting flags from wherever I visited. So you can see this one is from Denmark. And then, you know, I found that they were just really easy to roll up. They're very colorful. Like, here's just some that, you know, a recent trip that Michael and I met up in China. Here's the People's Republic of China. And
here's when we went to Italy.
Yeah, Italy.
Now, I did the same thing like Dean. Or I did the same thing like Dean. I was collecting flags. I think I was up to about 10.
Really? Okay.
And I had to stop because it was just either I make a pillow out of all these flags.
Well, they don't take up much room.
No, they don't.
They're just fun, and they're very colorful. I mean, I find I put them out during the summer, or if company's coming over. I mean, they're a great conversation piece. You can see.
Tomomi comes and visits.
Yay, Japan. Our friend from Japan.
Or we have here also of our friends from Budapest.
Ta-da! And we said it. You said it the right way, Budapest.
I said Budapest. So
that's how you pronounce
Budapest.
But I thought flags were fun, and you know, we're just talking about Esprit, but it's almost like the United Colors of Benetton.
It is. You know, you just said fun with flags. Isn't that something that they do on Big Bang Theory? Sheldon Cooper, he has a segment called Fun with Flags with Sheldon and Amy Farrah Fowler. So this is kind of our segment of that. Yeah. But you know, he collects flags. I did that for a bit too. I do have a stack of these cards. They're all kind of mixed in here.
I mean, those are half of yours that you didn't turn in. But and the other thing, you know, not just the free pens, but you know, this is something someone had asked me to bring them one of these, and then I started inheriting the extras that I didn't give away. But these are those floaty pens. We'll get a close-up look, but you know, it's got the I guess it's an oil inside, or maybe it's some kind of liquid. But then
I love those.
One side, you know, this one is from Prague, and this is of the, you know, in front of the Charles Bridge, and you can see the boat going by.
Do you have the one where the men's and the women's bathing suits disappear?
No, I have one where they're getting dressed up like they're getting dressed up right now.
Oh, you need to find the one that
I
they're
know,
going
I don't
naked
have
all
that
of a
one. I
sudden.
didn't think to. But yeah, I've got one from Amsterdam. I've got one from, here's this in Austria.
Right.
This one is of Mozart, visiting in Salzburg. Now he's just floating on
Is his
by.
wig coming on and off
Yeah.
again?
Can you imagine? We need to do one like
And
that.
Amadeus one, we're just like, comes back and forth, back and forth.
But you can see, this is just a small collection of my floating pens, and I think this is a classic collectible,
It is.
probably going, I would say, from the 50s, the 1950s.
I don't know. I just know at Disneyland they had the People Mover, they had the monorail, they had the horse-drawn carriage.
Oh gosh, you reminded me. Now I have to go on eBay and find those.
I don't
know
have
why.
one.
I need to stop.
I used to see them all the time, and I love them. I wish I bought them, but I think about one somewhere. Who
Yeah.
knows?
That's what I've concentrated
little
on
collection.
collecting. So, Michael, what do you collect when you travel abroad?
So I get a little more elaborate, I don't even call it that.
High-end, high roller.
Well, I guess so. So whenever I travel, I love buying jewelry. Like, I like jewelry. I buy it because it's a memory of that destination. I love silver because gold is great, but silver is easier to carry and it looks good. It goes with everything.
So I guess, are you traveling with like one of those briefcases with what do you call it, the
It's
carrot
like-
cups? So like
as long as
like
it's
a Scrooge
sterling
McDuck.
silver. Sterling silver, I'll do it. But I will tell you, I do collect things like this bracelet I got. It's really nice.
It's
It opens
really
up.
neat.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
a great
I got it in
piece.
Scotland.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's something I got in Scotland. This Jade bracelet that I got in China. You can see there's a little
Is it
heaven
really
dog.
jade? Do you like
It's
bring that
jade-
across
it's
your
jaded.
teeth, or is that pearls that you?
Well, it's jade adjacent.
Jade
Let's
adjacent.
just call it jade, but I think the dog actually is of that. These beads aren't, but the dog is pretty sturdy and
But that's
looks
kind of
pretty
neat.
good.
Did you find that at
Right.
one of the stalls, like
In,
one of these souvenir places?
Over in Beijing, over at the market. This one, you were actually with me. We were in China. This is actually a jade brace that we bought at the Jade Factory.
Yeah. Oh, quick sideline is that we have to say Michael really is a ball buster, and here we are at this. Maybe it was the
you were going to say that story, but go ahead.
It was a Cloisonne collection. It's one of those meditation balls. The two of them, and he was looking at one rack, and I hear crash, crash. And I thought, what is going on? And he dropped the ball, so to speak.
I dropped the ball.
in the factory of this Cloisonne in the painted. That's I don't know.
This lady then, and truth be told, I started kicking the cloisonne under the table. I'm like, oh God, don't look, don't
Oh
look.
my gosh, we almost got carted off.
And then I go, ding, ding, I broke it. He's like, what?
You
I go,
almost
"I broke
got
the ball."
arrested.
And then she comes over and she's like pointing at what I did. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And she does this to me. I had to pay for the balls that I broke. So
Gosh, how much was that in U.S.
I
dollars?
think it was like $12.
Okay,
I think.
well,
But so I
he
felt,
didn't eat lunch that afternoon.
so I felt bad. But lesson learned. But like I said, jewelry. So also these pieces. This bracelet and this ring I got in Peru. Peru has some of the most
yeah.
amazing silver
That's some great pieces.
and some amazing detail. We'll get a close up in a little bit. But the bracelet, it has the puma, the condor, and the serpent. So for the Incas, it's the upper world, this world, and the lower world. And it's an amazing piece that
Those
I got.
are beautiful.
The ring is the same thing. It has all three, condor, puma, and the serpent, and an amazing brown stone. It fits really well. It's kind of cool. It's like your mob boss ring. Like, kiss the ring. It's not as impressive as some other ones, but this,
I think if you
love
put
this
all that
one.
stuff on, you'd look like Mr. T.
Probably.
Do you also collect any necklaces as well?
I
or
do.
pendants?
I do. But you want to know something funny? Like with the necklaces, they don't. I don't know. They don't get me as much as like a ring or a bracelet, especially this dragon silver ring, and it spins. Bought it
Oh,
in
that's
Beijing.
a great piece.
And it is. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
that was fun.
We'll get a close up for you. This braided silver one from Spain. I got it with a friend of ours who we were guiding with, and I just went to the shop. I saw it there. I said, "Yep, it reminds me of a rope, like the
Yeah.
well, like the cowboys in Spain. What do they call it?"
Did you find that the jewelry is it affordable?
The jewelry is very affordable, and the thing is that I have to say, when you're traveling, don't try to nickel and dime the heck out of the vendors, because it's a craftsmanship. It takes a lot to make these things. It's not just, oh, they just open a box and make it. I actually watched this ring from China, this dragon ring, being made outside of the store. I watched them banging it, and they were creating it and making it, and I bought almost the exact same mirror.
Totally a true craft. I think that's
really
like,
it is.
That's a great thing about travel, is when you get to learn about what's the local product being made.
And I think we can say that
Yeah.
for both of us traveling, because he travels on one side, I travel on the other side. We all have friends that are all doing the same kind of job that we do, and everybody collects something different. I like to collect something that has meaning to me, and then people always ask, well, what are you going to do with it when you're dead or later on? I have 2 nieces and a nephew. They can go crazy and go through all the stuff that I've collected over the years traveling the world, and I'll have a field day with it. What would be something that you would, I don't know, maybe something new to collect?
New to collect? Oh,
well, mind you,
wow.
people collect things like shot glasses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, toothpick holder. Or they do collect liquor. I collect whiskeys. I have whiskeys from Scotland that are pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I've collected those over the years. I've collected just small little bottles of alcohol to try them out and see, what the local drink is.
Sure.
And I try to re-emulate and make that. I've also collected, I like shoes. So I've had a couple of different pairs of shoes from different parts of the world.
And I think it's like when we go shopping, when we met up, I think it's just buying a nice, maybe it's a high-end shirt, or it's just the local, it's like the like clothing, or maybe it's that food. Like I know one of my favorite cities in Austria is Vienna, and it's bringing back the Sackertorte, it's that cake.
Which
it's
one
got
is it?
It's a
Did I try it?
dried, I think it's a dried like chocolate cake. But one thing that I thought was really clever is just the tiki pop culture. And it's really spread throughout the US and in Europe, what I noticed too. So
yeah, I saw that. We went to one, didn't we, in Budapest?
In Budapest. So it was just fun to go find tiki bars and bring back a tiki mug. Like this is just a simple tiki mug that I got a while back. But it's been nice to travel and go to Munich and find a tropical bar. In Prague, I have a mug from Prague. I have a mug from Budapest.
You have quite the collection.
Yeah, it's a fun collection. Those are trickier to bring back home.
Right. Well, how do you get those home without breaking them? Do this make sure it's super packed?
Not necessarily, but I always bring bubble wrap with me. It's funny. Either bubble wrap, bring some extra bubble wrap with you, or your dirty clothes and you wrap them up.
Wrap. I do the same thing.
That's how you bring them back.
Too.
But we'll give you a close-up look at my tiki mug collection.
Actually, let's go ahead and just take them there now.
Yeah. To get to that place, to find that maybe it's a Hard Rock Cafe, to get that t-shirt for someone, then you're going to discover those other places, those side alleys, those monuments.
I don't even have side alleys. Yeah. That's a different kind of experience.
Well, it's all relative, but when you find those great things, like someone, when they open up their trench coat and they have all these collectibles that you can buy.
That's kind of a tough one.
Yeah, no. I haven't actually bought something like that.
So we hope you enjoyed this show today. We wanted to share with you a little bit of just who we are, what we like, as friends, and it's so funny, as individuals, we kind of have the same kind of experience and taste of things.
And if you like the episode, give us a click, give us a like somewhere, I don't know, somewhere. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, The DaM Show, and also on Instagram, The DaM Show. So check us out, and maybe you want to share with us what you collect. But this has been a fun episode, just kind of sharing a little bit of what we like to carry around with us on our travels.
And what's funny about it is that people always ask us, what is in your bag? What did you guys get? So here's some of the things that we have. All right, guys, so we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Yay.